your dick.
In fact, the average African American dick is actually statistically only 7.5.
I
But
like that
keep in
that's how
mind,
this
we're also
video
talking
starts.
that
I just
that's
re I just realized that that's what I started this stream on, is us talking about dicks.
hey, we live in 2018 where even if I were gay, it'd be acceptable.
Content.
Yes,
Except
quality
I'm
content.
just a I'm just a very, very comfortable in my sexuality heterosexual dude.
And this is why I titled the stream Bullshit with Friends.
Yeah, I do. Well, not only do I label my streams like that, but
From
the
now on,
whole
whenever I
comfortable sexuality thing.
from now on, whenever I stream with Templar, I should just put in the title Rated R.
About what? Oh, rated R.
Yeah, that's what I should title the stream. Just Bullshit with Friends. Hashtag Rated R. I did not think when I should start the stream. My dumbass was like, "Yeah, we'll start it now," and then I realized we started it off with that. The first thing I hear when I play back this stream is gonna be, it's just gonna start with the average
All right,
African
well,
American length. Fucking people
well,
are gonna
I
tune
can
into
start it
that.
off with I can start it off with one of many subjects. Bigot-related jokes. Racist, sexist, fascist jokes. I can make jokes about dead babies. I
That's
can make
classic.
That's
jokes
my
about.
favorite.
I can make religious jokes out the ass, in the ass, and through the ass, because I just love picking on me some Christians.
Yeah, don't
It's
get me
kind of
wrong,
easy.
so do I. And I'm Catholic, so that's saying something.
Ring ring, Mario's
Well,
abortion
it's
clinic
to be
pizzeria,
fair,
your
it's your
picture are
religious.
awesome stuff.
To be fair, it's your religious duty to pick on some Protestant bastards. As a Catholic, you kind of have that excuse.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, some Catholics are kind of nuts as well.
They are what started the Crusades.
Yes,
Nuts is a little
under the,
underwhelming of a
yeah.
response.
Anderson. Call yourself whatever you want, you crazy Protestant bastard.
I'm a woman.
Call yourself whatever you want, you crazy Protestant bastard. Anderson's voice will never not get old.
Dark chocolate brownies.
I agree. My fucking brother, this idiot, one time, he went to make brownies in the middle of the night, and halfway through mixing it all together, he's like, "So we don't have eggs." And I look at him and ask, "Did you already start mixing it together?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You better not put it in the oven." Puts it in the oven. It comes out, the fucking brownies are stuck to the fucking Pyrex. Like, seriously, the bottom layer of those brownies, like, had turned into cement. Chewiest fucking brownies you could ever want, but the fucking bottom was coated with like a fucking diamond layer of chocolate.
That actually sounds good to me. I like it slightly crunchy.
You don't understand. I couldn't even get it off with a knife.
Well, the thing is, I use, I buy the box stuff and all that, but how you're supposed to add two? I had an extra egg, but only the yolk of the extra egg, or sorry, only the white of the extra egg.
Ah. Yeah, no, this was also a boxed product, but you know, you have to mix everything together and all that, yeah. and the fucking recipe
But
called
yeah,
for
I
2 eggs. So my fucking dumbass brother decided, we don't have eggs. I'll just fucking put it in. Why not?
This is the best game ever.
Funny enough, they came out really tasty and chewy, but the bottom was crowned with diamond chocolate.
I'm literally putting a bunch of dead bodies inside of a cargo crate in a bank. And like I
That's
just
nice.
blew off the top of the box, and I'm just putting all the guards in this box.
What the fuck is taking this fucking quest so long to load?
Why do I keep throwing the guards over the box? Just get in the box!
Just get in the bloody box.
The quest can wait. You can get the box.
But I don't want to be in the box.
Too bad.
Does the box have cookies?
Do you want to have cookies?
Can I have chocolate chip cookies?
Then no.
Then no.
The only kind of cookies that are acceptable are Thin Mints or what are those other ones that are like super good?
I like the Danish cookies.
Super good cookies. That's a
They're like
wide range of
coconutty.
cookies.
They're like
Are you
coconutty
talking
and
about
chocolate.
are you talking about the tagalongs?
I think so. They're like coconutty and chocolatey.
Yeah. They're coconut and caramel.
I don't remember the name, and yet I was in fucking Girl Scouts.
Yeah, the coconut
Girl
with the chocolate
Scout
drizzle on it.
cookies.
Yeah, Girl Scouts don't want to let in boys, but Boy Scouts is somehow required to let in girls these days.
Yeah.
It's no longer the Boy Scouts, it's the Scouts of America.
Oh, the reason why
Yeah, I know.
I was in the Boy
funny
Scouts
thing is-
back in like 3rd grade.
The funny thing is, it's mainly funded by the Mormons, and guess who just pulled out their funding?
The Mormons.
The Mormons.
Oh yeah.
Some Mormons walked up on my not Templar.
because there is a
Funny story. My brother was fixing his car the other day, right? And I just come back in from helping him, so I was resting a little bit. I look out the window through the blinds, and he's talking to these two people in suits, and I'm just like, oh, they're probably his friends, I guess. I don't know. Come back 10 minutes later, they're still there. My brother's like sat on the front of his car, and I go out there because I get the feeling that they're not supposed to be there. I go out there, and they're fucking Mormons. And I'm like, so how you doing? He's like, my brother's like, yeah, we're doing fine. Fucking one of them looks at me and is like, so what's your name? And I instantly just go, why did you ask my name? Internally, and the only thing I could think to say was, I just came out here to check if my brother needed water. They fucking walk off. Before walking off, they give my brother a fucking Bible. I take it from him, and they walk off. He looks at me like, Mormons? Yep, I knew they were Mormons. They fucking stood there 10 minutes trying to get him to turn into a Mormon, even though he responded with, I'm an atheist, when they came up to him. Which he isn't, he just says that so they don't bother him. They stood there for 10
Here's
minutes.
how you respond to them. Here's how you respond. Either A, flying spaghetti monster.
In carbohydrates name, ramen.
Start frantically trying to preach instead of their preaching.
No, what you need to do is you need to start speaking speaking Dutch. Because then they'll think you're possessed.
Oh, no. See, the flaw in that is a lot of Mormons actually tend to know German, and so that's knowing Deutsch is yeah, that. I mean, it sounds angry, which usually gets the point across that you're not wanting to talk. But yeah,
I'm not
you'll
kidding.
get the couple that will probably know it. But
I'm
no,
not-
I mean, just watch, because I've seen a guy do this. He frantically started cursing them out in German, and he started doing like the Zeke Hale thing.
Yeah.
when like he would mention like Satan in German, and then he'd say "Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil," and you know
Hell
like
no, hell no.
they were like they backed up over their bikes, knocked themselves on their own asses, and like just started running away with their bikes until they could hop on and ride away. So what he did is the guy got on his fucking motorcycle, charged at them on his motorcycle. It was more like a dual sport, kind of like a BMW dual sport, so it could go on sidewalks and shit.
Yeah.
Not supposed to, but he did. Dude, he flat out fucking hunted them down. He even because there was a no trespassing sign, and no solicitors, no trespassing, and no loitering. They broke all of those by doing what they did. So he charged them down. He tackled one of them by getting in front. He got close enough to where he could get off his motorcycle, turn it off, and charge after him. And what happened is he tackled one of them, literally beat the crap out of him, and then he found out where their church was, and they couldn't do anything to him because they broke all those laws. And so when he got to court, he said, I thought they stole something from me because they broke all of my no trespass, no soliciting, and no loitering. So rightfully, I thought they were, I thought they stole something from me. So yeah, I beat the crap out of them to find out if they stole anything. And I wanted to know what church they came from so I could report the church, which he did. Those two got removed from the church, exiled from the Mormon church completely. That means that in Salt Lake City, the bishop, or whatever the fuck you want to call their leader, completely banished them from the Mormon church.
Fucking hell.
So if their name ever comes up in the registry again, they're pretty much just going to be asked to leave because they put such a bad name on them.
Oh, God.
And the thing is, it was here in Arizona, where you don't trespass on someone's lawn. If it says no trespassing, no soliciting, and no loitering, you are allowed to walk up to their doorbell, ring it up to twice, and at that point, you are required by law to leave. Like, you can ring it a couple times, but the moment you look like you're doing anything else other than trying to get the attention of the owner of the home, you go to jail. And mind you, that this state has something called the stronghold law. Defend your stronghold law. Where,
I know
no,
what this
I
is
can't
going.
shoot you, but I can definitely break your kneecaps with a baseball bat. Because you're trespassing on my home, and you're free game for me.
Like, welcome to my territory, bitch.
See what I would do?
It's
What
pretty
I would
much
do.
to the point to where you can pretty much drag them in your home, and then shoot them.
Oh, Jesus.
See, I feel like if I was like a murderer or something like that, I would live in Arizona just so I could like, go around and like make sure people around town
This
hear that I have
fucking
a nice
loading
thing.
screen has been going for 10 minutes now.
And then as soon as people start showing up at my house trying to take things, I'm just sitting there with a 12 gauge.
I would definitely sit on the front porch with a 12 gauge.
No, can't use your gun outside in your lawn.
Oh.
Only inside.
I'm sitting inside. I'd be that guy sitting in a lazy boy in the hallway.
Oh, I joined and apparently they completed the quest. Okay. So that's why it took so long for it to load. It took so long for it to load that they finished the quest. But you know what I did with that? But you know what I did with that Bible? I threw it away and looked at my brother and said, "You know what I would have said? Didn't ask, don't need it. Go fuck yourself." I still
I've
got
had
all
an
words.
old guy, and he kept trying to follow me throughout a Costco. And I literally just turn around and say, you know, I don't give a shit what Joseph Smith said after he got hit in the fucking head with a goddamn rock, and he started hallucinating some shit, smoking a goddamn opium. Because don't tell me he didn't do that shit. Because last I checked, where are these golden fucking tablets, buddy? Huh? Where are they? Oh, they don't exist. You can't show them to me. You can't prove they're real. Are you gonna tell me their location so maybe I can go to see a museum and see some proof of these golden fucking tablets? How come Joseph Smith's tablets are gold and the Ark of the Covenant is stone? Why is he so special?
Well, the tablets are stone. The Ark of the Covenant is gold.
Whichever. I don't give a shit. Either way. And you're like, okay. Smite me. I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting, buddy.
That was
and,
10...
you know, nothing happened.
That was like 10.5 minutes of loading screens just for me to load into the quest, find out it was done, and I still got rewards for it.
It's so good
Wow.
to see you.
I mean, I literally got up in the old dude's face and I said, "You are fucking following me. That is harassment. If you don't back the fuck off about your religious bullshit, I'm going to put this boot so far up your old ass that they're gonna have to do a prostate exam to find it."
Me and my grandpa don't say that to him.
And sure enough, he told me to have a good day, and he tried handing me a Bible, and I said, "I've got a torchlighter that'll go really well with this piece of shit." He says, "Why are you so violent?" And I said, "Why are you so persistent on converting me to your goddamn religion? Are you that insecure about anyone else's religion?" "Oh, it's my sacred duty." And I said, "You know what my sacred duty is? Lopping your goddamn head off. So I guess I have that right, huh? Says it's my sacred duty as a Viking. I hate Christians by heart." "Oh, well, I'm not Christian." "You want to tell me you're not fucking Christian? You're just another variation."
Yeah, another variation.
I said, "I like lopping the heads off of all non-Vikings. If you don't hail Odin, you hail my axe's blade." And I started reaching into my pocket. He ran.
Demonetized.
You won't get demonetized unless you say certain words that have not been spoken yet.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck, shit, damn, hell, ass.
Fuck shit, damn.
Nope, none of those.
Testicles, pussy. Terrorism. Bombs. Smite thee. Damned. No, I already said that.
To Templar, we say some fucked up shit. I don't think you can come up with anything. No, you know what? No, I take that back. I take that back. Please don't.
You really want to put this? You really want to tempt me to say what I'm about to say?
Please don't.
I can make this very morbid.
Please don't. As soon as I said that, I was instantly like, reverse.
They go to a certain camp where no boys are allowed, and plus they also burn the American flag.
1,
But-
that's a lie. 2, that's a lie. 3, that's a lie. 4, that's a lie. 5, check your facts.
It's true, I was in Girl Scouts. I went to one of their camps and they actually tore up one of the American flags, burned it, and then grabbed a new one. They do it whenever it's torn.
Well, yeah. If it's torn or if it ever touches the ground, you have to burn it.
They can show us something.
That is a thing they do.
I didn't want to be in it.
Now, if you burn an untorn American flag, then no, you deserve to be shot in the kneecaps. Or worse things that we shall not speak of. Hell, actually, never mind. Templar talked about chopping a guy's head off. I think we have free game.
You get a non-seasonal?
Yes, I'm going on the non-seasonal.
Where on earth did I get dropped off? Oh, that's nice. Where's the normal Diablos?
Oh, Litz, do you want to see what my favorite barbarian looks like?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do some homework.
That's
That'd be good.
That's nice. Oh, hi, Black Diablos. Hey, regular Diablos.
Since you can't what?
I can't join. I tried getting him.
There, you have to use a certain kind of character.
I know, I was trying to get my character up so I can play with
What the
you.
fuck?
Well, you do need to do some homework. I'll send it to both of you. Actually, I think I might revamp how this guy loads.
Oh, come on now.
Please don't pick. Not right now.
I don't care that I did that. Please move. Oh my god, Black Diablos, could you not?
Oh, oh, I want your guys' opinions on the which sword transmog you think I should use.
1 second, I'm currently beating the Diablos' face.
Ass, titties, ass, titties, ass, titties, ass, titties. I like it. Need more unicorn though.
That's one of my pets. They're just like, they
Oh,
just
sweet
collect
God.
gold forms, basically.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Have you seen them yet, Blitz?
Nope, I'm currently playing Toro with the Diablo. You know, for the longest time I thought the whole Matador thing was a Mexican thing. Turns out
Is it
it's
Spanish?
the well, Spanish and Italian, I'm pretty sure.
Not
Mainly
really
Spanish.
Italian.
Mainly
It's a Spaniard thing.
It's a mainly Spaniard thing, yeah, but the Italians do it as well, I'm pretty sure.
No,
It's very rare.
literally.
Nope, psych. Oh, never mind. Ow. Fuck off. Oh, great. He's digging again. Who's he gonna go for this time?
Go ahead.
God. Go fuck yourself. Alright, I gotta change controllers. Ugh. First,
Oh, that's
like,
why I'm not doing my ungodly, stupid amount of damage. Let me guess, Gilderix is wearing them instead of Arageld? Yes, That is one of the people who is wearing my ring. Have you seen him yet, Fritz? Okay. Get fucking good.
I like the realism that a handgun, like a revolver, just took off with 2 hits, killed the person, and then with a regular, like, I'd say it's probably a 35, probably a little bit smaller. It was literally, they would shoot him and it was like you got hit with a fly swatter.
Right.
The revolver's way powerful.
Yeah, which one do you like
What?
of the 2 pictures? Which one do you like more?
You sent me the same thing twice.
Huh?
You sent me the same picture twice.
No. The swords are different. I was asking you which swords.
What are the stats? Are they the same?
Yeah, they're just transmogged differently.
Oh.
I swear, idea brush did not kill you.
Can you do it again without flicking on and off and on and off and on and off?
I swear to God, a Diablos' foot brushing you should not kill you. Did you hear me clearly that time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Also, I believe the Diablos is about to get KO'd. Or captured, that works too. And I kinda wanted to kill that Diablos, but okay.
Who's doing that squeaking sound?
Spider.
Me. I take you didn't like that.
Very much not.
Oh, I thought it was you that left.
Ooh, Wyvern Gem? Wyvern Gem? Wyvern Gem. I forgot that the Diablos gives you Wyvern Gems. I don't understand why some people keep bothering you after you fucking tell them you're not interested. Like, especially with, like, you know, the people who that go around preaching, you know, like the what is it, the fucking whatever of Judah or some shit. Like what is their name? Fuck it. Just basically people just go door to door, like trying to fucking convert you into the religion.
Missionaries.
Missionaries, thank you.
I
But
swear,
yeah.
this guy, there's these SWAT men walking down the street, and this guy, there was a pride rally, but they're there to keep people from going into businesses and stuff like that. This guy threw a rock straight at a SWAT man, and another SWAT man started putting him in a chokehold and everything, ran off. They went to go climb back over the small fence that they had to go across to get to him, and he came running back and drop-kicked across the fence. And then he was surprised whenever he got tackled by 3 men.
So in other words, he was
don't
an
do
idiot.
that.
What did you
That-
say? Don't
Which
play.
one?
And it said, don't be a dumbass and you won't get tackled by SWAT.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes. It's called demonstrating peacefully, not being a dumbass and throwing a rock at a SWAT officer.
They're trained to take you down.
Yes, it's what they specialize in.
Okay, who keeps messing with their
That would be
headphones?
Blitz.
That would be me. Yeah, I just moved my cord. My bad.
Why is
Yes,
it so loud?
but yeah, I don't know. Ask Turtle Beach.
I'm using Turtle
Beach.
Beach.
Shit. Turtle Beaches are a fucking piece of shit. They break very frequently.
You're wearing a pair of skull candies.
Yeah, skull candies last a long time. They're high quality and they're cheap as fuck.
I won't argue with you there.
I get incredible sound quality. I have washed these in a super hot washer and dryer run like 3 times and they still work.
Why did you do that?
I made a mistake.
Oh, you left them in your pants, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
We should just we should have a podcast where we just talk about really weird stuff.
So normal conversations just recorded?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Not really.
Have you heard the shit Templar comes up with?
Yeah. I game them frequently.
Exactly. Then you know why I want to do this.
You have nothing better to do with your day?
Not really.
And apparently other people don't either.
Yes, that's why they listen to podcasts.
Well, I guess I could say the same for Twitch streamers.
Yeah, literally. Or YouTube. Well, I guess you could say for the
I do Twitch live streams.
Same. Right now I'm streaming on YouTube though.
Large quantity of people who just sit there and watch other people do things they would want to do professionally, but they can't because they suck.
That reminds me of this one time I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4 Liberty City.
This one time at band camp?
Exactly, I love that phrase, and people don't get it whenever I joke about it. Because I never went to band camp, but I had band camp in school. So I constantly joke about that one time at band camp.
It kind of gets the point across that I'm mildly annoyed with what they're saying. In this case, it's just for comedic purpose.
Yep.
Jeez.
When I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4, I took one of the big Humvee-like cars and drove down a sidewalk where there was a ton of NPCs, and all I heard was
Blitz, do me a favor.
Yes.
Look at the pictures.
I did. I told you I looked at them.
Which sword do you like more?
The first one.
The Tyrael's blade, the angel blade looking one, not the blue one, but the silvery one with the angelic aura.
I was gonna say I have no idea how to explain it, but yes, the angelic one.
Dope. I literally never leave Whirlwind on. This is my modded character that I'm playing. I literally never leave Whirlwind, and I do about. I just did 1,000,000 trillion, a negative 600 million trillion.
This is Diablo's, correct?
This is Diablo 3, yes.
That's what I thought.
Basically, I'm playing on my modded character to run through Greater Rift 150, which is the equivalent of Torment 50. Basically, it gives you such an excess of experience that you could level a fresh level 70 up to Paragon 750 something in one run. And then it kind of slows down tremendously from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get enough to almost max out a character's pretty much all of their other stats. The only 2 stats that don't get maxed out when you do Paragon runs, like Paragon levels, is their vitality and their primary stat.
Yeah.
So like, let's say if I'm a melee user, like a strength user, I'll have strength and vitality that I can level endlessly with Paragon levels. And each time you level it up, you get 5. like 5 strength and 5 vitality. So let me tell you, my level is so high that I have 624 points put in strength and 185 put in vitality. That means I got 925 vitality passively put on my guy. I can make a level 1 character and put all 1527 Paragon levels into that character to level up. Here, I'll tell you all the stats. Theory, maximum theory, which is my resource. Movement speed, up 25% more. Attack speed 10% more, cooldown reduction 10%, crit chance 5%, crit hit damage 50%, life 25%, armor 25%, resist all 250 each to every element, including physical. Life regeneration per second, 10,728 per second. Area of effect damage, so AoE, 50% greater. Resource cost reduction, minus 10%. Life per hit stolen, 8,000. Gold fine, 50% more. And then, of course, my strength and vitality, which is endless. Yeah. So, you take a level 1 and you put all those levels on, you can essentially start killing Torment 6 from the start. Especially if you have gone to Kanai's Cube, enchanted a bunch of level 70 gear to where you can wear level 70 gear at level 1, which is something I've done. I can create a brand new Barbarian and make him just as strong as my level 70 Barbarian.
Jesus.
I can do Torment 10 at level 1. Torment 6 is enough to level up my character. One monster will level me up to level 6 when I'm playing on Torment 6.
Jeez.
I'll be level 70 by the end of the first act, let alone the other 4. And all of that stuff that I mentioned is, like, natural game stats. Like, that stuff I acquired before I had the mods.
Yeah.
Now, after, like, I got the mods around 1200 Paragon. So now all I do is I just run... Since I can already do it naturally, I just do it modded, so I can, you know, just gain the Paragon ranks to make myself just that much stronger. Naturally. Because I don't plan to always be wearing the mods. I want to just take them off after I get to, like, Paragon 2500.
Spider, you're being very quiet.
I'm listening and not being an ass.
Good. You must have played that game a long time, Templar.
I've been playing Diablo 3 since its release.
Oh,
when I say I'm a Blizzard, I'm absolutely a Blizzard loyal customer. I've been playing Diablo 1 since I was 3 years old.
God.
Diablo 1, 2, and when it came out, 3. As soon as I could.
Jeez.
It's not just the fact that the game is addictive and has a lot to it. It's that the lore is so fucking deep. You could spend hours reading chapter after chapter of shit about the characters in the game. I mean, you really get enthralled with the stories of these people. I don't think I have a Blood Brother in here. Do I have Blood Brother in my box? Yeah, I do. Oh, but this one's better. Oh, but it's got intelligence on it. I guess I could keep it for another class. What about Scourge? Scourge is kind of lacking. What about Stalgard Decimator? Just to give you an idea of how much shit I have in this game, my box is maxed out to have 350 slots. I have no slots left over. Every time I add something, I usually have to take something out.
Fucking Trump wants to make a goddamn space army.
A what?
Space Force.
Yeah. You weren't aware of this?
No, I'm aware.
We've
I'm
been
just...
talking about going to Mars for years, and we're finally doing it. But here's the thing. Well, here's why it's necessary. You got Russia who's also still trying to get into space, and you got China who also wants to get back into space. What if they come across a meteor they can mine that makes them, and they find this new mineral that can make them uber powerful above us, and then they try and take us over?
Yeah.
If we get out there first, and we start mining on places like Titan and other comets and asteroids and shit like that, and we control that, America will become that much more powerful, and no one will be able to fuck with us. Those Muslim terrorists will think twice when we no longer use normal bullet guns and start just slicing them in half with lasers.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I feel like he should be a little bit more concerned with the veterans that, you know, can't get jobs.
That's opening up a large quantity of jobs.
Yeah, fair enough.
By devoting
You
more
gotta remember,
resources.
if people are going into space, that means there's people off planet.
You cut off there. What, Spider?
I'm saying, you remember, if they're making a space force, that means that there's going to be another branch that needs to be employed.
Well, sure.
Instead of being this small agency that they are now, that's a part of the Air Force, now they're their own thing, and now they get just as massive as all the other branches, which employs yet another couple million people.
True.
Anyone saying that America shouldn't get any more powerful is an enemy of America.
I mean, you're
Simply
not wrong.
put. This isn't a utopian planet, buddy.
Oh, obviously
That's all I have
not.
to say.
Far from it.
So, in order for us to keep thriving, we need to keep showing people that we're never gonna be trumped.
Yeah.
And I mean that with every pun intended. Because we have been trumped. By Trump.
Yeah. You've got to admit that sometimes he is a bit of a fucking idiot.
Nah.
Really?
He actually really isn't that stupid. Everything he does with full mind, everything in mind. But it's one of those things that the way he speaks, everybody thinks of him as an idiot because he sounds stupid, but the things he says aren't stupid.
Yeah, it's like criticizing Albert Einstein for not being able to speak to people very well and labeling him an idiot because he can't speak well. Sir, his theory was 150 years in the future. He literally could have made a fucking hyperdrive had he had the technology if he were around for maybe another 30 years, the dude could have made a hyperdrive for a fucking rocket to take us to fucking Pluto or some shit. Okay?
Pluto.
But he couldn't speak to people for shit. He had to write it. He had to get people to translate him.
Wait, really?
Because he sucked at speaking to people, dude. He was autistic.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, dude. He had Asperger's. He was high-functioning autism. Or he had high-functioning autism. He could barely talk to people for the longest time. It wasn't until he was like already 70 years old where he finally could barely function in a conversation. But you let the dude do his thing and he's god-level fucking smart, dude. I'm sorry, but I will never label... sure, Trump's got a mouth. Dude, he's been in international business for like 40 years. Damn right he's got a dirty mouth. He's a businessman. He's
Sure he does.
the businessman. I'm sorry, but you kind of gotta expect
I wouldn't call him the businessman. I'd call Elon Musk the businessman. I mean, come on, the man sent a car into space just to sell it to fund SpaceX.
Yeah, but Trump personally renovated most of New York.
Yeah.
Trump turned like an entire quadrant of New York from the ghetto into a high-class society.
Mm-hmm.
He completely renovated the entirety of the New York economy. If it wasn't for the Trump family, then New York wouldn't be the center of
You
business.
bring it back. Let's try again.
Have you heard the thing
I will help you
where
in a moment.
apparently he's trying to make a bill that could actually fuck over legal immigrants?
No.
Illegal immigrants.
No, legal immigrants.
He's trying to make a bill that makes immigration harder, which is something we need. We don't need any more, man. You do know that we have almost 2 million people trying to come to America every year?
Yeah.
Do you know how hard that is to do? How hard that is to intake? Most countries don't even let in 100,000. We've been letting in millions.
Sure.
You know, tell me how that affects an economy if you can't support your population. When you grow that fast, you end up having a large poverty, which creates riots, which creates crime, which creates large jail population, which creates a horrible economy. Kind of like China, Russia, North Korea. We need more devoted Americans, not Chinese people, or Asians in general, or anywhere else. We just need America for a little while. We need to slow the immigration down, and we need to focus more on us. It's not fucking them over, it's making it a little harder.
Worry about us. It's our country, we don't need to worry about the rest of the world unless it affects us.
Yeah, we don't. There are countries on this planet. There are countries on this planet currently that won't allow anyone in. I can name one right now. Its name is Iceland. Unless you have a very, very good reason to become a citizen there, you're not allowed.
Well,
unless you're a visitor.
I think the name says it all. Iceland.
Iceland's very green. Greenland is what's covered in ice. I'm not talking to you.
You can thank the Vikings for that. They didn't want people pestering them. They did a good job for about 300 years.
And they are named accordingly. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know how many people went from supposedly hating on Trump to once they realized that they're doing everything they wanted them to do? They're like, oh, why did I hate him again?
Said he was going to do.
They called him a liar because he promised to do everything, and then once they actually did it, they called him an asshole for doing the things he promised he was going to do. There's no winning with the liberals, okay? The dude has a mouth. Gives a fuck, man. George Washington told Britain to go fuck itself like 1,000 times. And anyone who opposed him, he told them to suck his left goddamn nut. Not maybe in that exact wording, but trust me, our founding fathers had mouths.
Suck my western testicles.
They said something to that extent. It's in the history records. Our founding fathers were dirty-mouthed people. They were not what you would call a gentleman. They were sea brigands, pirates, and fucking farmers and shit.
Fucking hell, Valhazak, come here.
I'm just saying, our country was founded on being the rebellious child. How do you expect us to act normal when normal to us is being a rebellious child? Naturally, when anyone tells us to do something and they're not in America, we tell them to go fuck themselves and we do the opposite.
Shit. I'm fucked again, I'm fucked again, I'm fucked again. Ow.
Well, let's just get off the subject because it's kind of making me all riled up.
No, no, I agree. Which is, I wouldn't say I'm a liberal. I'm a Democrat, but I'm not a liberal.
Now, tell me, do you love guns?
Yes, I love guns, obviously.
Okay.
Okay. Do you love being able to carry whenever you want?
Actually, I wouldn't say I'm a Democrat. I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle.
Well, let me just ask you these few questions. Do you think people should be able to believe any religion they want, however, to not scrutinize any other religion around them?
Obviously.
Okay, do you believe in keeping church and state separate?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. Do you believe that we should allow just anyone into our country, even if they don't speak English, can't get an actual real career? I'm not talking minimum wage job. I'm talking I'm talking corporate level jobs.
I'm thinking they should have at least a proper fucking documentation.
Okay. Do you think they should be allowed to stay here longer than enough to get their citizenship?
Hold on, repeat that.
Okay.
Like,
let me try and word it better. Do you think they should be allowed to stay here past like a year, past the proper amount of time to get their citizenship? Do you think they should be allowed to stay past that if they don't get their citizenship?
I feel like they should stay long enough to get their citizenship.
But let's say they expire, their visa, green card, etc. expires. Do you think they should be kicked out the very day after?
Shit. Sorry.
I think they should be. I think the way it works is that if your work visa expires, you are told like a week in advance.
Yeah.
And then
you're told months in advance. You're told you're told almost every day once you start getting close to that point. Like they make sure you know.
Yeah, but what I mean is if you haven't like noticed it or something like that, and you have a viable reason for an extension, you can get a month extension.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of extensions out there. But let's say you don't do that, and you're just ignoring the process, and you think you can get away with staying. Do you think those people should or shouldn't be kicked the fuck out and sent back to their country?
No, they should go through the... Stop bouncing! They should go through the fucking proper thing.
Based on those few questions I asked you, you're nor Republican, nor are you Democrat. You're an independent and or a libertarian.
That's what I said, yeah, it's somewhere in the middle.
Because I asked questions that appeased to one or the other, and because you pretty much view the original American view, which is independence. It's the Green Party.
Yeah.
It's the party that this country was founded on.
Like,
which is technically nationalist.
I feel bad for the fucking, like, people who can't, you know, have hard lives in their own countries, but, I mean, come on. Really? I mean, you should at least get the proper documentation.
It's a scrutinizing process. But don't you think it'd be worth it if you're gonna spend the next 100 years here?
Yeah.
Someone's mic is bugging out.
Yes,
hardcore.
I think that's Spider.
Just stop.
Yes, it did just stop. But yeah, you're basically right. I'm a very free-spirited person. Is how I describe myself. And there it goes again. I feel like that's Spider. Am I right?
I don't know. Unplug and replug your mic.
Hello, hello.
Take out yours again?
Hmm?
Take out yours again? It's you.
Is it?
Yes. It went away the moment you took yours out.
It wasn't going before I plugged mine out.
No, man.
I don't know. We'll see whenever it starts up again. Because I know that's not me, because I can hear it as well.
Oh, well, I guess the static was you, but the screeching,
Yeah,
that was him.
Yeah.
So basically, my only point of playing this game anymore on non-seasonal stuff is collecting transmogs and leveling up Paragon, because I can pretty much solo whatever I want already.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a lot of kick-ass transmogs though. I wish I could just share play so I can show you.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't let us share play.
It's just because of the fact that I'm not on land. I'm gonna talk to my dad about it. Maybe drilling a hole through the wall so I can run a land cord to the other side, because my right wall, the wall very furthest from my door, is right by the living room.
Ah.
I want you to tell me what you think about this sword. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the sword is called. No, it's. Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, that's Spider. Spider. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I had to mute him. It'll be a minute before that thing loads. Venom Drill Warrior Streamstone Shaft. Glaives and bows. Got it. Hunter rank 88.
See about the background on said sword, so you can get an idea of the lore behind that specific weapon, because it's an ancient legendary weapon.
Ah. Just have a look at my guild card. See if there's anything I want to edit.
Would that all the misbegotten spawn of my wayward daughter had but one heart I might plunge this through, so that they might enjoy the gift of my pitiless ire, Mephisto to Hephasto, chief weaponsmith of the burning hells, upon the delivery of this blade. This blade
Yeah.
was forged by the eldest demon, the eldest primeval of all the hells,
That's
Mephisto,
nice.
and his brother Hephasto.
So it's a big important thing.
It's like hell's sword, basically.
Oh, it belongs to hell.
Yeah, it was forged by the primeval. The very most evil thing in the entire game, yeah.
Okay then.
Oh, and you know Tyrion Forgeling from World of Warcraft, how he has the Ashbringer?
Yeah.
I have the corrupted Ashbringer. Here's what it says. Stories tell of a great paladin who wore a single gauntlet of silver and wielded a mighty sword with a flashing jewel. He dispatched thousands of risen dead and wretched mothers, but fell to a tragic end. This sword bears some resemblance to the legends, but its jewel is dark and threatening. Perhaps there's more to the story? This very sword,
Yeah.
the corrupted Ashbringer, is basically the same one that High Lord Darian Morgraine, when he was Chief General underneath the Lich King.
Yeah.
This sword, during the lore in World of Warcraft, is before Tyrion Forgeling took it back from High Lord Morgraine, when it was still enchanted by the Lich King to be corrupted.
Yeah.
And then I have something even more impressive from World of Warcraft lore that's been morphed into Diablo lore too.
Alright, I need to go use the bathroom real quick.
Spider, you there?
Sorry, I heard you in my headphones. What was that?
I was asking if Spider was here.
Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
That's too expensive.
Spider, you there? Alright. You didn't say anything when you got back, so. Is there a reason? Oh. All I can say is try not to itch it as much as possible, because, you know, don't want pocket mark face. But, you know, trust me, I understand. I've had multiple surgeries, and when they itch like a bitch, it's kind of hard to ignore that shit. What, babe?
I'm back.
Spider, do you know the Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Now, essentially in World of Warcraft, it's now a meme. You know, you'll get people who will just spam the fuck out of the name just to annoy people. But it's like the coolest transmog there is, almost. And they put that sword in here too.
You know what I wish I could do?
Hookers and blow?
I bet you're gonna tell me.
I wish I could go and edit the VOD for this stream, and at the start of it put, if you're triggered by politics, talks about religion, or if you're just a pussy, don't watch this video.
That could be the good description.
That could be in the description, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make my Palico stop using the Meowlatals for a bit. Choral Orchestra. Okay. Oh my god, I can. This is basically how my day goes in Monster Hunter. I get on and I farm. I don't do any particular quests, I just farm. There will be times when I go for specific monsters, like when I made my poison set, I went specifically after the Pookie Pookie, but that's every now and then. I don't do it all the time.
There's some pants in here called Hammer Jammers.
What?
There are a set of pants in this game called Hammer Jammers.
What do they do?
Let me go up and see.
They make your endurance never ending.
Enemies take 400% increased damage from your blessed hammers for 10 seconds after you hit them with a blind, immobilize, or stun effect.
So you become Zakazi.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm submitting myself to a tempered Kushala.
Never submit yourself to anyone.
What he means is he's taking off his armor, he's bending over, and he's lubing his butthole so he can be fucked by it. Hard.
Don't talk, Templar. You know you hate it just as much as I do.
I am enjoying the laughter while I can. You know damn well I'm going to have to go through the pain as well.
Yes, I'm going to make you go through the pain
It's
as well.
okay, Templar. I'll get the Vaseline for
I'm
you.
not, I'm not gonna go face that arc-tempered Kushala myself.
You know what? I'm gonna live stream as well. I'm gonna live stream Amnesia.
Ooh, Amnesia.
I have the Amnesia collection.
Ooh, Amnesia.
Deja vu? Oh, hi.
What are we talking about again?
No. Amnesia.
What are we talking about again?
Fuck off.
You make it too easy.
I make that too easy.
Wearing no armor, with no other perks other than my base weapons and my Paragon levels.
Mm-hmm.
Like just putting in my Paragon levels, I have increased my armor to 68 or 66.8 million, and my health standard to 27.3 thousand. But my damage is only like 102.
There we go. Arc-tempered Kushala is shiny. Or not.
I can essentially take a hit for days, but I'm kind of weak.
Not arc-tempered Kushala. Tempered Kushala is shiny. To be fair, Kushala has always been shiny. He's made of metal.
Well, his wings are at least.
Well,
Plated.
his skin is made of metal.
Fleshy metal. Oh, and by the way, the pharmacy is open tomorrow, I think. Probably like 6 or something. Oh, I one-hit things.
You know, it's not fun knowing that tempered Kushala already hits like a Mack truck.
Are you afraid of the dirty things he's gonna do to your decapitated corpse?
Yes.
You should be. It's okay. We're
I
all
know.
here for you.
Thank
And the
you.
part of you that's over there, and the part of you that's over there, and part of you that he just digested.
Don't forget the part that's coming out his ass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a horrible time when this happens.
Could you imagine like a Diablo lore, like Nephilim, like a crusader or like a barbarian coming into Monster Hunter?
Oh,
You just
Jesus.
watch a barbarian jump off a mountain onto a Kushala with like this big ass mighty barbarian mighty weapon, like basically a warhammer times 10, just smacking it in the head. Just be like, "You're my bitch now." Seriously, if I saw a barbarian from Diablo lore, I can just imagine two things happening: him jumping off a mountain, knocking a Kushala the fuck out, and then taming it to ride it.
Mm-hmm. How to Train Your Dragons. Turn to 11.
That's essentially what I imagine happening.
Mm-hmm. I have mounted the Kushala and I am proceeding to stab it in the neck.
Yes.
It is on the floor. I am now proceeding to beat it in the head. I imagine things will go very differently when Arc-Tempered Kushala comes out.
You know, there's a bartender in this game,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't sell anything. He's just there so you can sell things to him. It's kind
What?
of disappointing.
Like, I am a complete and utter not fuck whatever English.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Fucking yeah. Looking at Kushala's tornadoes, I am not at all afraid anymore, considering I took on something 3 times the size of it. Oh, behemoth. You have tornadoes the size that would make Kushala blush. Kushella's just a bitch. But this bitch knows what it's doing. If you're a masochist, just go to Kushala.
They're attacking the barricade. I don't give a fuck.
I swear to God, every time I listen to Kushala's theme music, it reminds me of Predator. I would appreciate it if you would let me beat your head with my beetle. Thank you.
Millennials likely to be first generation that will not have to die. Millennials literally bond over their desire to die. Y'all stupid ass scientists do some shit like this.
You know, I'm still confused as to what the term millennial means.
Millennial means you were born, you were an adult around the time that 2000 came around. That's why the ending of the millennial generation was like 98. You were not old enough to remember a time before 2000.
Yeah, no,
That's why they're called Gen Y at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And another way of describing it is the reason why they didn't go to Gen X to Gen Y is millennials are a middleman because they breached the gap between the Gen X lifestyle and the Gen Y lifestyle. That's why I'm considered a millennial and you guys aren't, because I was old enough to grow up with a large quantity of hopscotch and riding my bike and playing outside and doing shit like that versus sitting inside and playing fucking video games all day, wishing I was dead, talking about fucking furry porn and shit. That, trust me, there's a large quantity of this generation that's into that weird shit. Fucking, it's weird.
I think up until age 11, I played outside, and after age 11, I couldn't care anymore. That my mom really didn't want me going outside for some reason, and I always wondered why, and now I could care less.
Gen X parents were and are strict because their parents were strict, because it's a long cycle of abusiveness and control.
Mm-hmm.
And then they blame it on the millennials that we're so fucked up that it's our fault. And they forget who raised them. Like, bitch, you raised me to be this way. It's your fault. And then they use the argument, yeah, you need to stand up for your own actions, so you're gonna blame your lack of parenting on me. And then blame me for my failures even though you taught me nothing in life. And now I'm just supposed to learn it on my own. Which I'm having to do, and then you wonder why I'm all fucked up. Oh, great. That's essentially how that entire fight goes. That entire argument.
Yeah, my parents are decently strict.
My mom kept me on a leash and wouldn't let me go outside. My dad didn't care if I was 10 miles from the house.
That being said, my parents are Spanish parents, so they have a special form of strict, which is really hard to explain.
I know exactly what kind of strict it is. It's the kind that makes me want to bash my head into a wall. Like, sure, I'm not going to leave my kid unsupervised at the age of 10 outside, but I will let him ride his bike around the block with a couple of fucking friends.
My mom really, like, she let my brother go out whenever, and he turned into one of those kids that's always outside, so she considers that where she fucked up, and since then, she's basically been like, no, I don't want you to go out, I don't want you to turn into your brother like a street kid. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to go out. And like the times I do want to go out, she's like, no, I don't want you to go out. I don't want you to turn like your brother. I'm like, Mom, I'll be fine.
And then the day you turn 18, if she uses that excuse, is like, Mom, I'm 18. I'm an adult. I'm gonna go outside, and I'll be back before, like, 10 o'clock or some shit. And then you just walk outside. You don't ask for her permission, you just kind of walk outside. You can have that fight later. Because there's gonna come a day where she's gonna have to understand that you're your own man.
Obviously.
And that's not a bad thing. It's that you need your space and you need your own ability to make choices now. And if she's a reasonable parent, she'll get over it.
I mean, I feel like
Or
she's seen. I feel like she's seen that I'm not stupid. At least, I hope so.
Oh, that's very convincing.
Dayton, Ohio, where you can be homeless and on house arrest at the same time.
You know, there's a law in Montana where
There's literally a homeless woman with an ankle monitor.
How the fuck does that even work?
They tell her, you have to stay on this corner.
So she's a hooker.
Oh no, she was already standing on the corner with a sign.
That's so weird.
She's homeless, she needs the money.
So go get a job.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, in Montana.
Something about hookers and blow?
In Montana, it's a law that you can eat roadkill. Also, it's a law in Montana.
Episyphagonitis.
Also, it's another thing in Montana where if you have a truck and you're not wearing a seatbelt in the truck, you can get fined. But if there's people in the back of the truck, where you can't have a seatbelt or you can fall out, apparently that's perfectly fine.
Yes. You are required to have a seatbelt where seatbelts are regulated and already installed.
Apparently, it's also legal to have like kids under the age of 13 back in the in the back of your pickup truck. But
I did it when I was like 8.
But when you have a kid in the fucking like front of your car without a seatbelt on, apparently that's worth a fine.
Yeah, Gabe, I'm sending you a picture.
In Arizona, I sat in the front seat by the age of 7. No one ever gave a damn.
I know, it's just that I find it really dumb.
My fiance is upset with me because I'm sending this image to my friends once they confirm attendance to our wedding. What?
Read the bottom.
I'm very concerned and I'm very explain yourself, Spider.
Never mind.
You sounded so disappointed. You were like, just never mind.
I look like a regular crusader. Or just knight. I look like a knight.
You look like something that would chop someone's head off.
No, look, I'm about to show you like my current crusader right now. I made a new one.
Alright, Tempered Azure Rathalos. Tempered...
I look normal.
Tempered Blue Rathanopoulos.
Okay, but look at the pictures.
When his height starts with 5 foot, and when your weight starts with 200.
Yeah, literally. Fucking hate when girls go, I want a boyfriend that's over 5 feet. But in reality, they're the ones that weigh 300 pounds.
6 foot?
Or 6 foot, sorry, I'm an idiot.
I had a girl tell me that she only dated guys that were 6 foot, and I said, oh, I'm 6 foot. Oh, so I can date you? And like, nah, I can't date you. Your weight's above 130. And she says I'm judgmental, and I told her, bitch, I can't change my height. But you sure as hell can stop eating those goddamn Big Macs.
Yeah,
and I walked away, and fucking all her friends around her are like, damn. And then I heard one of them in the back, he just got hotter. And I turned around, I smiled, I smiled my cheeky grin. Spider already knows this cheeky grin. And I winked at her. I stroked my beard, winked at her, and kept walking.
You fucking motherfucker. Oh my god, that image is forever stuck in my head.
Wait, what? Who said at the McDonald's?
Cameron about Sheila.
That image is...
What are you talking? You're gonna have to remind me. Oh, when I first got with Aurora, her sister's gay friend was trying to hook me up with Aurora's sister instead. And I quote, this gay motherfucker stated in these exact words that I'm hot enough that he'd date me, but he knows I'm straight so he won't try. And I said, I both respect you and am very awkward.
You know it's good when a gay guy says you're hot, at least.
Dude, I get hit on by gay guys more frequently than I desire.
I get hit on by gay guys more than I get hit on by girls.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That pretty much means that means we're fabulous.
Fabulous! Oh man. I've only been hit on by a gay guy once. And
Mario says all beings of equal value and deserving of life. Luigi says, if it's brown, flush it down.
God.
And the funny thing is, I don't know if either of you have noticed, but when I first met you, my voice was a lot lower.
It was a lot lower.
And when I'm comfortable with someone, and when I...
You cut out there, what? Spider, can you hear him?
Not anymore.
Sorry, controller died.
Ah.
When I'm comfortable with people, my voice gets higher.
When you're comfortable
Ever
with
so
people?
slightly. Yes.
Huh.
Otherwise, I start to sound like this. I lower my voice.
You sound like a black dude.
Well, that's what my normal octave is.
What?
It's about right here.
My voice is normally about right here. But when I'm comfortable, I tend to higher my voice.
Yep, it's about right here whenever you're comfortable, but it's about right here.
This is the norm. This basically
And
what
this
I'm.
is way down here when I'm trying to sing some country songs.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down.
The voice I'm talking to you in is basically the voice I talk to if I'm comfortable with anyone. If not, I'm a
The
mess.
voice that sounds like I'm about to put a gun to my head because I'm very depressed with my life.
Good.
That's you had that like monotone vibe going on just then.
Who, me? Oh, you.
I just came across the picture.
Like Ted from Scrubs. The lawyer from Scrubs.
Okay, Gabe. I found Lori. I found a picture of this guy they put on Snapchat. It said I took off her eyelashes while she slept and made her a mustache. Took off the lady's fake eyelashes and stuck them to her upper lip. Gave her the Latin lover mustache.
Oh my god, I watched this comedian, and he told a joke where he's like, you know, these women, they always want us to be, you know, truthful. They want us to be honest. Well, how do they expect us to be honest when they're always lying to us to our faces? Their faces are always covered in makeup and shit. How am I?
It's funny because these guys are literally just sitting here hitting me over and over and over again. I got three elites hitting me right now, and I'm just watching my health barely. Yeah, it's just barely going down at all.
That's
They're
scary.
hitting me for like 36 damage. I'm sitting here doing I'm sitting here doing like 12,000 damage to them. Like whatever they're doing to me, I'm doing back to them in the thousands. Like
Jesus.
if they're doing 12, I'm doing 12,000 essentially.
I remember when I had to do the double tempered basil goose quest. That wasn't fun.
I don't remember that quest. I died like 8 times.
Good times.
The good old days.
That's the golden days.
I like how times.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm just scrolling. Okay, get this. I'm just scrolling through 9gag, which is a bunch of like comedy and like memes and everything. And I came across one it's like a rod attached by a cable to an iPod, and it says, okay, so basically, it's a vibrator. It goes with the rhythm / beat of whatever you're listening to, and then the next picture is Dragon Force through the fire and the flames.
Why?
Think about it.
Jesus Christ. Why is this... What? Hold the phone.
Okay. I'm holding my phone. What now?
Go fuck yourself.
Bed,
I don't think
girlfriend,
that'll fit up
bed.
there.
Guys. In bed. Girlfriend, am I a bad girl? Me. Yeah, you're a bad girl. Girlfriend. Oh yeah? Pulls me closer. So how bad am I? Me, remembering she said she didn't want dessert and then ate my dessert? You're a fucking nightmare, to be honest, Linda.
Yeah, why do girls do that? You fucking go into a convenience store, you look at them and like, do you want anything? They're like, no. You come back out with a bag of chips and they're like, can I have some?
Dad,
Like-
there's a gay man under my bed. Dad looks under bed, there's a mirror.
Touche,
Dad
Timmy,
looks at mirror.
touche.
There's no reflection.
I'm a vampire.
I mean, where else was that going?
It
could also be a
shows
ghost.
his reflection.
Why did I go in
Well.
the fucking tent?
Accurate. Ooh, 38. No, that's not good. Nope, that's not good.
Fusroda.
I just realized that 95% of my gear in my stash is for barbarians.
Oh. Alright, Tempered Rathlos, I'm gonna kill you. Why? Because I need your materials. And hopefully drop a good jewel for me.
I don't know, babe. You are hot.
By lowering the quality of the content, 9gag is actually self-destructing in order to force us to get a life. That's the evilest thing I can imagine.
Oh my god, I swear to... It's always the Kinsect users who wake up the monster when you're trying to sleep bomb it. Well, nah, it's being too harsh.
The trinity of wholesomeness. Steve Irwin, Mr. Rogers, and Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
And it says, Rogers, be kind to other people. Irwin, be kind to animals. Ross, be kind to yourself. I'm joy, I'm sadness, I'm anger, I'm disgust, I'm fear. Another person walks in with their hat hanging off their pelvis. I'm horny. Runs after them.
Okay. Hi, horny, I'm dad. Yes, I did just make a dad joke.
I can see you, and I'm sorry.
Where the fuck did the wrath up? There it is.
Girls have a higher chance of getting pregnant than boys. Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, it's because it's true.
Yeah, I know. And it's funny.
I have no hope left in humanity.
What would that be?
Exactly. Oh my god. I'm just sending this to Gabe because if he is a true Tolkien fan, then he should understand this.
Tolkien? Send me it.
It's going in the group.
Oh, yeah. I will fucking stab you in the face. Not you, the Rathlos.
Yes.
Exactly. But the caption that went with it was, finally, kids can be useful. Excuse.
Sorry. Now, what did you say about kids being useful?
That was the caption that went with that picture.
Ah.
When you shout hello there into the crowd and no one responds with General Kenobi, there seems to be no signs of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
No one should be comfortable disrespecting you.
Hadouken! Okay, that works.
That was
too.
literally, apparently that's a quote from a show called Peaky Blinders.
Oh my god, yes, my British friend told me about that. It's a show about...
I'm pretty damn comfortable disrespecting people, though.
Fucking...
No, it says nobody should be comfortable disrespecting you.
Who the fuck hit the Paratone?
I'm comfortable disrespecting them.
Yeah, you can be comfortable disrespecting somebody, but if they're comfortable enough disrespecting you, then you need to make them extremely uncomfortable. My daughter got caught skipping school yesterday, so this morning I walked her all the way to the front door of the school to make sure she didn't miss another day. And it's a picture of a dad wearing a dress and a backwards baseball cap, with his full red beard, and his daughter crying next to him.
Ooh, Elder Seal Jewel, yes! Now let me look at. Yeah, gifts don't work on PSN.
God damn it. And then Templar, I'm gonna send it over Discord.
Okay. I can't guarantee I'll look at it in the next 10 minutes.
I keep forgetting you have a Discord.
It's literally a gif of a guy about to go out of the marina on a jet ski, and the jet ski explodes.
Right, well I'm ending the stream there. Hope you've enjoyed.
The stream.
Everybody remember to go fuck themselves.
Exactly. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, all that good shit, blah blah blah. And for now, this has been Blitz, signing off.